So Regina's husband has finally shared his own side of the story, and Regina has responded to what he said. Now, before I share my points, let me say this: whatever Mr. Ned Nwoko and Regina Daniels are going through today is the result of their choice. Mr. Ned Nwoko especially is facing the consequences of marrying a 17-year-old girl who barely understood the word or her decisions. Now, leaving sentiments aside, one thing is very clear: Ned reacted and acted his age, while Regina also reacted and acted her age. From everything I have read and understood so far, all I see is a man desperately trying to clear his name and protect his reputation. Nothing more. I don't see a man fighting for the woman he loves or trying to reconcile with the mother of his children. If it were truly from a man who still loves his wife deeply, that first statement he released about Regina being a drug addict would never have reached the media. Even if he wanted to defend himself against the domestic violence allegations, there are more decent and mature ways to do it. You don't go to the public to label your wife, the mother of your children, as a drug addict. To make matters worse, he is still a serving senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. As a public servant, your life is no longer yours alone because you represent the country, and every word you speak reflects on your office. Let's not forget that he married Regina when she was just 17. Mr. Ned Nwoko is a man of experience, exposure, and age far older than Regina. With all that life experience, he should have known better. He should have guided and protected her, not exposed her to the world. How can a girl you married at such a young age turn into a drug addict in your home? There is even a video of him at a club with her sitting beside her while she smoked shisha. Why didn't he stop her right there? Instead, he allowed it to happen, probably to show the world that he is a liberal and understanding husband who allows his wife to be herself. He wanted people to see how loving and accommodating he was. But the truth is, if this young woman is really into drugs, then he allegedly enabled it. Yeah. Okay. If it were one of his biological children doing drugs, would he come out publicly to say my child is a drug addict? Of course not. He also said in one of his interviews that he has never laid his hands on any of his wives. Yet there is an audio recording where he boldly admitted to slapping Regina twice and even said he would say it again publicly. Why didn't he admit that part to the public too? Instead, he shifted all the blame to Regina and her family. That was where he went wrong. Talking about the money he spent on his wife and family shouldn't even be a topic. Any responsible husband or in-law would do the same for the woman he loves. That is not something to boast about. If Ned truly wants to be seen as honorable, he should admit he also went wrong instead of trying so hard to protect his political career and public image. He said he married all his wives as virgins because he loved them young and fresh. A man constantly drawn to very young girls raises serious questions about his mindset. He probably presented himself to Regina as a fatherly, caring and protective figure, and that was what made her trust and love him. Regina acted her age because age is not just a number. I can't blame her too much. She was just young, inexperienced, and believed she had found love and protection in him. If Regina's father had fully involved in her life, that might not have happened. This might not have happened. Her family background was not balanced, and I partly blame her mother for allowing the marriage to take place. It could have been prevented from the beginning. This is not a case of two mature adults insisting on marrying each other despite family opposition. Regina was barely 17 years, guys. If her mother had stood her ground, the marriage wouldn't have happened. I also remember reading that her father opposed the marriage back then, but because he and the mother were not in good terms, his words were ignored. The mother had more influence over the children, so the marriage went on. At the same time, young girls of that age can be rebellious, so I won't put all the blame on her mother. But let's be honest, if Ned Nwoko were not wealthy, there is no way that marriage would have happened. Money and influence played a big part. But in all, Mr. Ned should let Regina go. She doesn't love him anymore. Marriage is not by force. She's not even his only wife. What do his other wives and children think seeing all these things playing out online? What lessons are they learning from him? If I were one of his wives, I would take this as a sign to leave because this is beyond embarrassing. And about the talk of taking Regina to rehab, that decision should be left for her family. He's not her father. Let the young woman go, unless there is more to this story that the public does not know. And as for Regina's siblings, especially Sammy, he only acted out of love and protection for his sister. Maybe their approach was not the best, but what else could they have done when dealing with such a powerful and influential man? Sometimes the only way the powerless can fight the powerful is by bringing the issue to the public. Now, I don't support insults from them because that was wrong, but if the media hadn't gotten involved, Regina might never have had the strength or opportunity to walk away. Mr. Ned Nwoko, please let the young girl go. Love is not by force. She said she doesn't want again, that she know they do again. From the message Regina posted, you can tell she has a lot bottled up inside her, but is trying to remain calm and respectful. Ned should let her family be. Enough of the intimidation and display of power before she finally speaks out in a way that will shake everywhere. And one last thing, the world has changed. The thing women tolerated before, this new generation no longer accepts. If his other wife kept quiet back then, he should not expect the same now. Today's young women value their peace, freedom, and voice. Gen Z girls do not joke with their independence. Regina might have made mistakes, but she doesn't deserve to be publicly humiliated or labeled in such a degrading manner. She's still young and learning. Every woman deserves the chance to rebuild her life, find peace, and heal. Mr. Ned Nwoko should focus on peace and let things rest. The more he speaks, the more people see through him. A dignified silence sometimes speaks louder than 1,000 words. Real strength is shown in how you handle pain quietly, not in how loud you shout to prove your innocence. At the end of the day, the issue is bigger than just the two of them. It's a reflection of society, of power imbalance, and how some people misuse influence to control others. The world is changing. Women are now speaking up, and no amount of power can silence truth forever. And to Regina, may this experience make you wiser, stronger, and more determined to live a peaceful and fulfilled life. You owe no one an explanation of choosing peace over pain. You have the right to walk away from anything that no longer serves your soul. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for engaging, and I'll see you in my next one. Love you and bye. Please don't forget to subscribe.